It's due a 2009 tribute to 1950s science fiction. Now, this is a 21st century science fiction movie you will not hear about on other YouTube channels. When the film was released, some of the audience was a bit confused as to whether this was a comedy or a straight tribute. Now I can understand the confusion, as there are a few sequences that totally sort of go into comic strip comedy land, but I can assure you the makers of this film were trying to make a straight tribute to 1950s science fiction movies. The extraordinary attention to detail, the obvious passion for the 1950s science fiction films, it's all here in this image in front of you. There are so many images in this movie, you can just freeze the picture on the DVD or Blu-ray or whatever you're watching and just take it in. You can watch this movie with the volume down just so you can glare at the images over and over, because it is just a brilliant movie that is incredibly underrated and totally misunderstood. The title of the film, Alien Trespass, basically sums up the whole plot line with two words. In the 1950s, it would have been called It Came From Outer Space, or The Blob, or whatever, Invaders from Mars, that sort of thing. That's the sort of title it was going for in the 1950s. But Alien Trespass sums it up beautifully. Now, these people in front of you are basically the townspeople who encounter these suspicious-looking beings. I love the slightly dopey-looking cop in the middle there. It's perfect casting. This guy reacts to the goings-on in a perfect manner. Great acting, verging on comedic acting. I have been told that the young cast members of the film, the people in front of you, I've been told that they were requested to study old 1950s movies before walking on the set. This would give them some idea as to how people, actors behaved and reacted in those movies made so long ago. Now, some viewers would argue that the creature in front of you was just too comedic for what was meant to be a tribute to the period, done in a straight tone. Look, I can sort of agree with you there. Maybe they could have gone for something a bit more intimidating than what you're looking at now, but I suggest you just sort of go with the flow of the movie and frankly just don't think about it too much. The colour is extraordinary. A guy associated with the X-Files TV series made it. Little things like those blinking lights above the alien's head. I mean, that sort of stuff really fits into the period, really gets me going in terms of set design. This might be a movie nobody talks about. It's not talked about like Dune or Star Wars or any of that. But it is an absolutely brilliant movie. I give 9 out of 10. An absolute classic of the modern era. Stu from Australia, signing out.